Radio Free Tatooine.
Radio Free Tatooine presents Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
Boshuda, fellow Holotable hustlers, you're tuned into Radio Free Tatooine's Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast that's better than some and worse than others. I'm Sean, a.k.a. the other Sean, and sitting across the Holotable from me is John, a.k.a. the uncanny Mr. H.
Fun fact, I got glue in my hair this week.
It's what you do, you know? Fun fact, my daughter cut her hair this week.
Was it because she had glue in it?
She's 4. No, it's because she had scissors. We have some decent stuff to talk about tonight. Things have happened in the game since last we spoke, and we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Galactic Challenges. We're going to talk about a little more data mine business, peer into the crystal ball, and then some changes. I guess let's start with some changes to the Radio Free Tatooine distribution model.
Ooh.
So, if you've been listening to us for a long time, and you may recall that we used to have more shows. There was Radio Free Tatooine, which was a Star Wars podcast that's better than some and worse than others. And now we do Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast, that blah, blah, blah. And over the years, we've had a few other things we've thrown in there. We had Wraith Squadron for X-Wing. We've had Legion Outriders. We've had a few other shows that have popped up. And so we created a network feed. That network feed carried all of our programming, but now it's just kind of redundant because we are all of our programming.
We were the first and last one standing.
So it's just a bit out there. We are going to be decommissioning that feed. So what does that mean to you? You need to hook up the new feed, which is very easy. If you search in whatever directory you listen to us on, just search for Galactic War Report and go with that. If a Radio Free Tatooine podcast network feed pops up, just unsubscribe from that. Subscribe to the new one. It's not a change that's going to happen in the next few days. You've got some time to get it configured. I don't know the timeline exactly, but probably a few weeks before.
And we know from the numbers that most people already have it to our direct link for the Galactic War Report feed. But there are a not insignificant number of people who are on the network feed.
Yeah.
And they might have been there for the Wraith Squadron or, Legion Outriders or something. So who knows? But
yeah. So just go ahead and hook that up. If you want to subscribe to that old Radio Free Tatooine show, that's still out there. We're not deleting the content. We're just deleting that network feed. You can subscribe to that old show, but there hasn't been a new episode in a couple of years. So.
I do sometimes think we should go back and do like special episodes.
Yeah.
But
I'm always open to it, but I never have the gumption.
But then I think no one listened to it when we did it regularly. Why would they listen to a special episode?
Exactly. That's why we don't do that anymore. And plus, the fan discourse these days
is slightly worse than it was back then.
So I was just thinking that earlier today, like, prepping for this show is fun. Because there's like an update to talk about, or there's nothing to talk about, and we don't care, and we know that you guys don't care, so it's fine. But prepping for Radio Free Tatooine was, we were scraping some weeks where we were like, oh, what are we going to talk about? I don't know, but we got to put an episode out. And so, like, I was thinking about that earlier today, that I am so glad that I'm not in that position right now, because it'd be so exhausting to look at, like, oh, So-and-so started a fight on Twitter because of
who's mad about Kathleen Kennedy today.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always just, there's some level of just, come on.
There was a lot of
almost all the news. So at any rate, this is all to say, make sure you are subscribed to the Galactic War Report feed. It's the one with me looking like a doofus, battling you, John, looking like a doofus.
Provided by Cozy Spoon, I might add.
Yeah, you may recall from many years ago. Just a few years ago, I guess. So yeah, that's happening. We're also kind of branching out a little bit. We are now available on Spotify, though I suppose if you're listening to this, you've already got it figured out how to listen to us. And we're experimenting with some new distribution stuff. So stay tuned because it's going to get real exciting. Not really. You're already listening. So this is just going to be to pull, more of those vulnerable, frustrated gamers in.
We're going to start doing unboxing videos for the virtual packs. So we're
just a short. We should do that on Quibi or something. Just a little
TikToks. There you go.
Or on TikTok, that'd be perfect. A little video of a pack opening, not like a good pack.
Bronziums. It'll be 300 videos of single bronzium unopened.
Yes, I love it. All right, so let's take a look at upcoming in-game events, courtesy of swgohevents.com. For a list of past, present, and future events in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, there's no better resource on the web than swgohevents.com. We have got just a handful of things coming up here. As the show launches on the 14th, we're going to be, we have the Executrix event. Keep in mind that we will have this Galactic Challenge running
all the time,
foreseeable future. We'll get to that in a minute, but that's going all week, really. And then what else? On the 14th, we also have a new territory battle, Republic offensive. Buckle in, guys, or Rebel assault. If you're of that guild power.
It starts today. Never mind.
Yeah.
maybe my Cardoon will be ready and my scoundrels can get something done.
It's not.
But she won't, and they won't.
Nope. My sweet new Gear 12 Lando will probably not be used. On the 15th, we've got Forest Moon coming back. 16th, we have a Contraband Cargo. 17th, a Dathomir Omega battle. Admiral's Maneuver hits on the 18th. On the 19th, we have our second Galactic Challenge, Death Star, where we fight the evil Galactic Empire.
I mean, they're all right.
We'll probably fight the evil ones. Probably not the radar techs and whatnot.
That'd be a great level. Tier 1 is just killing the chaff.
You start your battle in the cafeteria.
I was going to say, you kill the lunch lady.
Ground War is on the 20th. Get your assault on. That's a terrible piece of advice.
No, we're gonna start. That's gonna be. I'm gonna make a piece of art for that. Ground War. Get your assault on.
Get your assault on. So yeah, I mean, decent stuff. We've got the challenge. We've got
coming up again.
Exactly. That Galactic Challenge isn't going to keep us busy all week, but I suppose the territory battle isn't either. It's the deploy and die territory battle.
The first couple days, it gives you hope.
Yeah, exactly. Any of us with a good light side team or two might get a wave done, so that's worth doing.
Count me out.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what is coming up and what we've been through. We've got a little data mine hinting at a new character.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested to see what this might bring about. But Admiral Piet seems to be in there somewhere.
So Piet's in there, but the kit that's showing with him is Imperial Super Commando.
Which is odd.
All of it. Tags, abilities, even the profile picture. So that tells me it's a PvE enemy, not a playable character.
That's what I was going to ask. Is he in any PvE content currently? Like, was he in a dark side battle, or I'm sorry, a light side battle a long time ago or something? Or?
But if we're about to have a Death Star Galactic Challenge.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, I know he wasn't on the Death Star, was he? I don't think so.
No.
But, I mean, a new
Nor
Imperial...
was he on the second Death Star. It was, or was he? He might have been on the shuttle that Vader...
Either way, though,
I don't know.
A new named Imperial character for us to fight seems kind of coincidental that he shows up in a data mine right before, 5 days before they launch a Death Star challenge. So my guess is it's a PvE character, which is why it's kind of goofed up what it's matched up with.
Yeah, could be. That's a bummer. I want another Empire fleet commander.
Sean, nobody wants that more than me.
Yeah.
My Empire is pretty good, so I would love it.
He was on the Executor with Darth Vader, and I would really love a capital ship with the two of them in command.
That would be hacks.
I don't know
if you got both their stats on there. I don't.
Yeah,
and Vader didn't really command this ship for what it's worth.
He didn't, but he owned it. I mean, to be fair, Executrix and Tarkin, you never see that is not a thing, really.
Sure, but at the time they were starved for fleet commanders.
Yeah, true.
You think the Executor and the Executrix are married?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Little husband and wife couple. Happy Star Destroyers.
Blowing up fleets. On date night.
Like lovers. So the other thing, there's apparently a lot of info, and I don't have deets on this, but I've heard from good sources that Jedi Knight Luke might be coming back this month. And I've heard it more than one time from more than one source, so I guess that's journalism, bro.
Unless they're hearing it from the same source.
Yeah. So I'm not ready yet. Please give me just a little bit more time.
How much more time do you need?
I'm just finishing up 2 characters now. Lando and Captain Han. They're both Gear 12. I'm so close.
Sean, if I can take the 6 Imperial Troopers from Gear 12 to 13 in 11 days, you should be ahead of us, man.
Probably. I fear if it hits tomorrow.
It probably launched as we're speaking right now.
I'll freak out. I will just freak out. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I only have 2 projects that I'm currently working on for characters, really. And Jedi Luke's one. So we know General Skywalker is supposed to be coming back next month, or maybe October.
I believe September is what y'all said.
Okay, yeah. So fairly soon. So if this Jedi Luke pops up and I can just get that done finally, I'd be very happy about that. Okay, so let's talk about the big 7-tier elephant in the room.
It's a big cake.
It's a really big cake. Galactic Challenges are live, and people have things to say about Galactic Challenges. A lot of the discourse that I saw when it first came out, people just did not like Galactic Challenges. And I guess
they played them?
Yeah. No, I played it. It came out, the update hit. I download it, I play it, And I'm having fun. Like, the rewards are whatever. They're fine. I'm not thrilled with them, but I'm not offended. I'm just playing through, doing feats, getting stuff done. And then I see that, like, everyone seems to hate them. And I don't know. I just don't.
Here's legitimately, when was the last time something launched and people, quotes, people were really happy about it when it happened? Mm-hmm. It hasn't.
The voices, anyways. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I have seen some of our fellow content creators. Some are fine with it. Some of them liked it. Yeah. Not a lot of them, but
I had not seen a single one that liked.
There was one who liked it.
Okay.
It was Cubs. Cubs actually said he liked it.
Huh. Okay.
He said so on Twitter. I don't watch videos, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with him. I have no problem with it. I didn't. This one, a lot of it focuses on you using Sith to get like the higher feats and everything.
Mm-hmm. The good feats, yeah.
Right, which is good. My Sith are generally trash, so I haven't been able to do all that. Mm-hmm. But it's fun. It introduces a time element, which I thought was kind of cool. Where it's like if you defeat it fast enough, you get a feat, which is kind of, I don't say the opposite, but it's the first time I've done that, right? It's not a matter of beat this before the time runs out. It's a matter of how fast can you beat it.
Wait, what feat are you talking about?
There's one, if you beat it fast enough, it gave you it did for one of mine. It gave me an extra reward if I beat it fast enough.
Huh. I don't know that. I thought all 7 tiers had the same feats.
Is it going to show me once I've got?
Probably not. No, I think they go away once you beat them.
No, it does. Flawless victory I got. Where'd it go? Maybe it's just happy that I did it. Because it definitely said, you did it fast.
Oh, really? Huh.
It was tier 1. I mean, it was.
So there's the use 5 Sith at X gate, whatever that is, at gear 11 or higher or whatever. There's beat it with an undersized squad and beat it without losing anyone are the 3 basic.
Well, here's the other possibility. Maybe I was hallucinating, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Could be. Yeah, I mean, they're fine. I have a good Sith squad. I've never been like gung-ho, like the go-to Sith guy, but I put in the work and finally got Malik. Actually, I recently geared him up reliced him up from 3 to 5, and I certainly don't regret having done that. But yeah, it's kind of what it says on the tin, right? Like it's a sandbox-ish thing that we can just play as much as we want
until you get it.
Yeah.
Not to mention that it's in the name too. It's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's some criticism here. I'm not gonna pretend like there's nothing wrong with it. There's
what are your criticisms here?
So number 1, 7 days.
It's the
I know.
preview. It's not
7 days is just this seems like something that could happen every day or every other day.
Because they said that you're not supposed to be able to do them until after you've done your daily things.
They changed that though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that was the original intent, but they decided that they didn't want to put that barrier on it.
Did Crumb lie to me?
Probably.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like, get your chores done, then you can have fun.
Yeah. So 7 days seems odd. The rewards, some of them are fine. Some of them are like, why would I ever care about that? It's like you get 1,000 credits and a piece of gear that you have 4,000 of.
Well, the thing is, I think that time again we've proven to Capital Games that whether or not the reward is any good, we'll still do it.
We'll do it. Yeah. Yep. And I sure did. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, I think that's a function of the preview.
Maybe.
I think it'll be better. But also, I mean, they have changed rewards before when people said they weren't good enough.
Yep.
I mean, I can think of a couple of examples, but
so I'd say 7 days, the rewards. The other thing that the more I think about it, it does rub me a little the wrong way, is the, like, you get a feat for beating it with 5 Sith who are Relic 3 or higher.
Sure.
And I can't do that because my Palpatine, it's not just him. I only have 4 Sith that are Relic 3 or higher.
Sure.
Okay. But I can still beat it. So you're really just putting the feat on take this dude to Relic 3, which just seems a little odd to require you to invest in a character for something you can already beat. But if you want the feat, you gotta relic him.
That is interesting. Normally, when they have those kind of gates on stuff, it's not like you can beat it unless you've already well surpassed those. Like, it's possible technically at that level. But it's an interesting point. I don't know.
I don't hate it. It's not offensive to me. The more I think about it, I'm like, what's the point of putting a relic level on that? Because
just beat with 5 Sith if you can pull it off. Great.
Or make the relics like the barrier to entry or something like that, which I don't love, but you know what I mean? Like, it just...
No, I mean, if you like, you can put a recommended on it, but then not force it. If you want to bang your head against the wall with your Gear 11, so be it.
Yeah. Just say beat it with 5 Sith. Cool.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't considered that as... that makes more sense.
So, but all in all, like, those are my honest criticisms. I'm not... I can't... Maybe says something about how exhausted I am right now, but I can't be angry about this. Like, the rewards they're fine. I got some Sith Trooper rewards. I like that. Yeah, I mean, it makes me look at my roster and think, okay, I'm very close to getting a Relic Palpatine. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I haven't interacted with it a ton yet. I mean, I sent in at some level what it was. I think I beat tier 1 and I was like, oh, this is super easy. So then let's see if I can beat the top one. And I sent in my Supreme Leader, and he did not win. I beat tier 6 with it, but
with Supreme Leader.
Yeah, because my Sith are bad, and they're clearly my best team, but maybe not for the situation. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's something to poke around at. I mean, I don't have a ton of poking time right now, so I can understand.
That's our next T-shirt right there. It's poking time.
It's poking time.
Get your assault on.
Once we have our Who You Grinding merch out, they'll put Who You Poking. just bad. Yeah, and like I said, that's one thing I do like about the long time frame at this point, the 7 days. Normally I would get irritated, but I haven't had time today to mess with it. I forgot we had a territory war going on. Ooh. I got rewards today, and it's like, hey, you guys lost. And it's like,
it was not close. It was not
good to
close.
Hear. Yeah. I mean, clearly I would have been the determining factor.
Sure.
I said defense at least. I think.
Only.
I think I said defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty scatterbrained at the moment anyway. So if I had time to poke at it, as I eloquently put, it could be a lot of fun. I do like you can very easily and explicitly see what mechanics are going on behind the scenes, though. Some of the events where it's just like, I don't know, man, they were going really fast and hitting really hard. Yeah. You can see the modifiers. There's a clear place to see those. That's very helpful.
Well, I don't know if you saw, we were chatting in the Radio Free Tatooine Discord earlier about Galactic Challenges and Crazy Excuses said she's employee at Capital Games, former co-host of the show, and she said that someone had challenged her to beat Galactic Challenges with Jawas.
Mm.
And so I cracked my knuckles and said, let's do this. I'm sending them in.
How far did you get?
First phase, first tier, just a walk in the park.
Cafeteria lady didn't see what hit her.
Second tier, nothing. It was nothing. I owned it. Third tier, wow. I did not do well.
No?
Third tier is about as far as Jawas will get you, is what it is.
Because your Jawas are pretty good, right? They're Gear 11, aren't they?
Yeah, they are all Gear 11. But
people say I have dumb teams.
Yeah. We're going to try one more time, right now, the Galactic Jawa Challenge. And it's... Okay.
It'll be fast, guys. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, it will. It will be very fast. Okay, got some good stuns. Try again. Ooh, even more stuns? What? Is this going to happen? Is this actually going to happen? Let's see.
Deep with miracles, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Scavenger is stealthed. That's good to see. Loading up thermal debts. Not fast enough. Droidico's invincible. He's looking to kill something.
As I recall, it's an annihilate effect, so getting in resin.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Dang. That Magna Guard is down.
Ooh.
Okay.
For now,
Nebbit just got annihilated. Yep.
Mm.
Now, we don't have that many thermal debts on people, so I'm going to try and take out Watt. Oh, someone else died. I don't know, Jawa, somebody. Yeah, not a lot of thermal debts happening here. So, in the end, I got it down to Poggle and Grievous. And that's it.
It's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good.
I got a whole week to do it. I'm just trying to beat the third tier. That's as far as I want to take this.
Yeah, I did something else today that I have not done in legitimately over a year.
Yeah?
I fought in a raid.
Oh. A Sith raid?
No.
Was it tank? We did tank today. Yeah.
I apparently during the joint phase got number 1 in the random seating.
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
And somebody messaged me, Wolverines from our guild. He's like, "Hey man, you should actually try this time." And I was like, I have to.
Yeah.
But he messaged me again, like right when the tank was about to start, and I was like, "Fine, I'll send something into auto." And I just dumped my arena team in there and hit him on auto to see what happened. They got most of the way through phase 3 with just literally no direction.
Yeah.
So I did damage in a raid. I mean, I didn't know if I would see this day again.
That is weird. Yeah. 2020 bingo cards, right? I mean, just...
Yeah, Murder Hornets is right next to John competed in a raid.
It's nuts. So, okay. I don't want to do a full meta report this week because there isn't a full meta report.
Yeah, I'm curious what you put this in here, and I'm looking at it. And like,
it's a lot of copying and pasting.
Very similar to what we looked at last time.
Yeah, the things I noticed, I took a look on swgoh.gg, and all I really see is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren has edged out Rey as the number 1 leader, but just by just a skosh. So for squads, we see just a little shuffle. It's really the same types of squads that we see up there. The one thing that I noticed is there's a newer General Skywalker squad that has kind of moved up here with General Skywalker, Chewbacca, Fives, Rey, and Han. I think I copied and pasted the wrong one in that spot, but yeah, that's a kind of interesting team, I mean, certainly the synergy with fives is there, and the rest are just kind of pieced together as Han and Chewie have great synergy and they're great characters, and then Rey is Rey. So
I wonder who gets the second guard in that situation. It's got to be Gas, right?
I would think so. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Fives has got a boatload, and so does Rey,
which wouldn't be bad,
No, not at all. It's interesting.
Huh. So
I could see that definitely being a pain to deal with.
It's not super dominant. It's currently 3% of first place teams are running it, so it's not a huge thing. But it's, I mean, as far as squad makeups, that's in the top 10. So that's something. That's really it. I also kind of wanted to look at the fleet meta this week, because that is something we don't look at very much. And it's probably because it doesn't change very much.
Where's my ship? No.
It's not in there.
No, I don't see it.
So, I mean, I don't think it's going to surprise anyone that Negotiator is the number one capital ship. That is with... There's a lot more fleets reporting than squads, which is interesting. But Negotiator is 67% of number one fleets. 29% are Malevolence. 2% are Home One, and nothing else is a percent. So I think there's a lot more Malevolence up there than I anticipated. I could have told you this would be the top three. I could have told you this order, but I thought it was much more heavy on Negotiator.
Sure.
So, yeah, and there's a few different builds for that. I mean, the Malevolence is pretty much always Sunfac and then the two droid ships, whereas Negotiator, you're seeing Houndstooth, Fives, and Anakin, or instead of Fives, maybe Ahsoka, or sometimes even Y-Wing as a starter instead of Houndstooth.
Sure.
So there's a few different builds you can put together there, which is interesting. The reinforcements are really what you'd kind of expect. But the number one reinforcement is actually Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. No one leaves that out, which I guess kind of makes sense because no one starts it. Some people are starting Ahsoka and not.
It's an amazing reinforcement, right? It cleanses everything and heals everybody.
And he has a move that gives everyone turn meter right away. So
or forces a taunt if need be.
So incredibly versatile.
I run it in my fleet, and my fleet's garbage.
Yeah. that's the new tagline for Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter.
Even I run it in my fleet.
And my fleet's garbage.
It is hot garbage.
But we are also seeing Han's Millennium Falcon is kind of moving up, creeping into reinforcement slots. I think, honestly, it kind of makes sense. It's got Dispel on basic, and it's just a good ship. It doesn't necessarily have any synergy with any of these other ships that are kind of dominating the meta right now. But I have personally seen a lot of those, and every time one comes out, there's a little quick reaction of, oh, crap.
Yeah.
You just don't want to see that.
I actually don't mind seeing them with my fleet, because they I don't know, they don't deal enough damage to really bother me that much.
Yeah.
And I don't have any problem ignoring them until I can get to it, which is what it wants anyway.
Yeah.
But I also don't win very many fights, so take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, there's first place teams, 26% of them are using Han's Millennium Falcon somewhere in there. So that's a much stronger showing than I would have predicted. But okay, so we've chatted enough about the important stuff. Let's do a little bit of self-indulgence here. John.
Yeah.
Who you grinded?
Well, in my seemingly lifelong quest for Cardoon, I'm up to 39 out of 100, continuing to just chug along. I felt like my RNG was worse this week than it has been, because I've been feeling like it's been very, very solid. But when I logged into the notes to take a look at it, I got 28 shards. It was at 11 of 100 last week.
Yeah.
So it's a little below what my average has been, but still good. So I'm still on track for probably another week or two. Mm-hmm. It's been about 30-ish a week. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She's going to work great in a number of teams, so it's going to be good. I did also finish up my gear grind on my troopers. I got Snow Trooper up to gear 13. So, all those 6 dum-dums are done. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of in a bit of a drift. Like, I feel like it wasn't long ago when I was trying to find a new project, and I took on my Scoundrels, I took on my troopers, and it's only been, a month and a half?
Yeah.
I mean, they were all in pretty good shape, so it's not like it was a real far journey, but...
still an accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I'm considering just doing some more Empire work, because I like it. But I mean, I've already got all those troopers, Emperor, Vader, all gear 13. I think that's it for Empire. So, but like a Thrawn or a Tarkin. Yeah. I was giving serious thought to Krennic just because he has good synergy with Death Trooper, but neither one is very good in a team.
Thrawn's pretty great with troopers too.
Thrawn is good with troopers. But I've definitely given thought to Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. Because I want them to be troopers, and I feel like I can will this into existence, and that would give me a second trooper leader, and I can, pretend.
A game-breaking second trooper leader.
Yeah, it would be insane. But I don't know. It seems fun. I've had a lot of fun projects in a row now, though, so I feel like it might be time to be responsible, but not quite yet. I feel like I got one last hurrah in me before I do something.
That Galactic Legend was a whole lot of responsibility. I don't know that you've really sown your wild oats, so to speak.
I should, starting with this after this clone parade, I should definitely get my gas to 7 stars at least.
Yeah.
He's been languishing away at 6 stars for so long. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll get a wave next time around on the clone parade.
You worked so hard to get him.
I did.
So hard. And
then I abandoned him for my Supreme Leader grind.
You gave him all his Zetas, right?
I don't know, probably. I don't know. That seems like a solid maybe on my part. I got so many of those dang things laying around. Let me see. Where are you at, Gas? Great audio. Listen to me look for something.
Yeah. Well, they listened to me lose my Jawas, so we're delivering.
Yeah. But it's always funny. It's like watching somebody hit themselves in the face with a rake. No, I have not done any of his Zetas yet. I mean, I've got a lot of those things laying around. Mm-hmm. I've got probably like 3.
Oh, really? Huh.
Well, 3 total.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I got 113. So I could do almost 5 or almost 6.
Yeah.
If I wanted, which I don't. But if I'm going to bother getting him to gear, 7 stars, I might as well get him to gear 13. I might as well throw Zetas at him.
There you go. Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah. It sounds shockingly responsible, though.
Gross.
So, I don't know. I'm probably going to also work on Gar Saxon. It's a little bit of a very inside joke meme at this point that I have to work on Gar Saxon. But I do like his kit. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Oh, that's long been on the record.
I know. It's just not very good. Mm-hmm. But maybe Gear 13.
No one knows.
He said after he got him to Gear 12.
Yeah.
Anyway, your section looks a lot more complicated than mine. Who are you grinding?
Yeah, not a lot of progress for me on Cara Dune. I only got 9 shards this week.
Yowza.
Yeah. I haven't been doing refreshes on her anymore, so I'm at 10 out of 85 for her, 24 out of 65 for Mando. For gear, closing in on those Jedi Luke requirements, I'm at 12.4 for Captain Han, and then 12.1 for Lando. So a total of 7 more pieces to get, and then I can just be done grinding.
I believe in you, Sean.
Relics, I'm not actively working on any. Right before we recorded the show, I got 3PO to Relic 3, and this week I managed to get Darth Malak up to Relic 5, as I'm seeing him be more and more effective. I'm seeing the value in more relics for him. Ships, I'm just working on that BLT, that sweet sandwich. 62 out of 85. So I got 20 shards for that, or 20 blueprints for that this week. I finished my Malevolence a while back, so I'm considering slotting in those droid ships into my grind sometime. It's a good fleet. I just got some kind of crummy versions of the ships that make up that good fleet.
I'm considering doing that with like some of the more extraneous Empire ships that I don't have yet, like the bomber once it's grindable.
Yeah,
and the
which
Emperor
is
shuttle. Is it? I thought it just.
Yeah. No, it just became grindable.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, that's a tempting one too.
But I mean, like obviously I have good Empire characters overall, so. I mean, yeah. If I'm going to, gear up Tarkin and Thrawn to 13,
might as well have a passable Empire fleet. Let's see, what else do we have? Zetas, I'm just holding on to them. I'm at 50 right now. I'll need 80 for General Skywalker and 40 for Jedi Luke. So, boom.
Where'd all your Zetas go, man?
Impulse buying.
Yes, I mean, I'm pretty
that last
bad
one
at
for
it.
Hermit Yoda, not super important, but he's on my arena team, so if it could give me any advantage, I thought, why not?
I think part of my problem is I immediately Zeta anybody who amuses me, so it doesn't. There's not like a random one later on. Everybody who amuses me already has it.
Yeah. And then still working those ultimates. I've got 6 out of 10 now. I got a good thing going. Like when I get enough, I can comfortably beat that challenge. I just need the tickets more and more.
Yeah,
and
I just
more
got to
tickets.
8 myself.
So. It hurts. But man, do I look forward to getting that. That is all we've got for you this week. It may not be the best advice, but at least we didn't recommend you try the Galactic Challenge. Galactic War Report is brought to you by Radio Free Tatooine and by our Patreon supporters. Learn how to become one and get access to our Discord server at patreon.com/Radio Free Tatooine. As always, big thanks go out to our Sandcrawler level supporters CT1980, Devin Doctorman, John Teague the Cynic Jr., and SWGOH.GG. Don't forget, if you like what you hear, please consider showing your support with a rating and or review through your podcast medium of choice. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Force and RNG be with you.